Hi guys, welcome back to the Premier Hotspur TV. This is your man Simon, North of England's biggest Spurs fans. Tonight, guys, we're bringing you the preview Tottenham versus West Brom for tomorrow's 12 o'clock kickoff, coming from the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Tonight, guys, we have two special guests, guys. We've got Hyper from Mexico, and we've got the Sussex Hotspur, Matt, in the house. How are we doing, guys?
Hi, Simon.
Yeah, very good, mate. Very good.
Are we up for this? Are we looking forward to it? What are we expecting?
Yes, I think obviously 3 points.
3 points. 3 points. Matt, what are you expecting tomorrow?
Well, I'm not looking forward to it, I don't think. My head says a draw. My heart says, I don't know, something like 3-4-1 Spurs, but I don't know. Yeah, it's you can tell when that ball's kicked off. That's when we'll know.
Go on,
definitely for me.
It's this big pressure for Jose tomorrow. This is the question. What's going out there on social media all last night? I was up to about 1 or 2 in the morning, and I was reading all these comments about people want us to lose tomorrow for Jose to get sacked. It's unreal what I'm hearing. I'm telling you now, I had a bit of a barney with one Spurs fan. I had to get out because I would have said something I didn't want to. But seriously, these Spurs fans, I'm telling you now, I don't know if they've only been supporting Spurs for 1 or 2 years, or seriously, they're blind or something. Seriously, we've got one of the best decorated managers what's graced the Premier League, and they want him out already because of a bit of bad form. Guys, if you can't take it when we're losing, don't come to us and support us when we're winning, guys. That's how I say to you. Seriously, I'm telling you now, I'm getting sick of it. Listen to it. So, guys, what do you think of people, these fans, getting on Jose's back, want him sacked tomorrow, want us to lose to get him sacked? Hyper, we'll come to you first.
Okay, just like I said yesterday, I think we have to unite because obviously, no problem. We can have differences, but at the end, we want to win. And I want to win. Matt wants to win. Simon wants to win. Everyone wants to win. So at the end of the day, we are not here to lose. We want to win. We obviously, like I told Simon, I want Dele Alli to be good. I will be celebrating his goals. I want him to be a great player for us. We don't want to lose. So I think we can all agree on that. But sometimes we have to leave our differences aside and think what is the most important for this team. And I think the most important are the 3 points.
Yeah, Matt, we'll come to you on that one. What do you think?
I think we've obviously all got to come together, whether you're Jose in, you're Jose out. Like, at the end of the day, we're all Tottenham Hotspur. No one man is bigger than the club, like even if it's Jose Mourinho. But we've all got to go together tomorrow. And we've just got to support the team through the bad times, through the good times. Like, don't be a fan if you're only going to be here for the good times. So you might as well go support, like, just go and support Chelsea or Man City, because that's not Tottenham. Like, there are going to be ups and there are going to be downs, but that's why we love our club. Like, we're real. Like, we're realistic. But yeah, I think people have got to stop like jumping on him all the time. Like I said last night, it's kind of a mixture of everyone's fault: players, board, manager. I think he's got to somehow try and change the style if he can. Like, I think the shackles have got to be off tomorrow. I think that's the main thing. I don't know if it's necessarily him. I think it's his style. I get the pragmatic against, your Man Cities and your Chelseas, because our record when we go for it against those big sides is not great, especially under Pochettino. It wasn't. So yeah, but I think against teams like West Brom and teams who are letting in a lot of goals, you've got to go for it, definitely.
Yeah, well said, well said, Matt, and well said, Hyper. So guys in the chat here, guys, if you're in the chat, guys, comment away, just ask us any questions, leave your predicted lineups, your predictions. What do you think of these fans are getting on Jose's back? They want us to lose tomorrow for Jose to get sacked. Is it right or is it wrong? And smash the like, guys. Subscribe if you already haven't, guys. And to me, guys, I'll just wrap that one up on that topic. It's absolutely bizarre. Seriously, these fans. I don't get them. I really don't get them. We're on a bad form, and win, lose or draw, we just got to keep together. We really have, and just spur, because Jose will get it right. I'm telling you now. People think I'm absolutely bonks, but Jose will get this right. I'm telling you now. I trust in Jose. And guys, we're going to Dele Alli. He's going to be out again tomorrow with his injury. I don't believe this guy's injured. I think he's getting prepared to come onto the scene. Would you like to see Dele tomorrow? And if you like to see if he does play tomorrow, where would you like to see Dele play? In which position, Matt?
I only want to see him play if in his head he's ready and in his body he's ready. What I've read is Mourinho's giving him time off to get himself together, to get his attitude back. Like, he's giving him another chance. So I think Dele's got to get his head together. I don't think he'll play against West Brom tomorrow. I think he might play him in the Cup or even maybe Man City. But yeah, and you know, if you're going to play him, I think you play him just in behind the striker. Maybe you go back to a 4-2-3-1, and you just slot him where he's going to have a bit of a free space, a bit more of a free roam. He can make, darting late runs into the box, especially again when we have Reguilon and Aurier bombing up both sides. I think he'll be quite good at getting into the box, and he can score goals. He's done it before.
Yeah,
he's a source of goals, and it's what we need at the moment.
Yeah, Hyper, what do you think of Dele Alli? Would you like to see him start tomorrow if he's available? And what position would you like to see Dele to explode tomorrow?
Yes, obviously, I want him to do good, and obviously, if this case was any other player, I will be in the same position, because I think every player is the same. But in the Dele Alli case, obviously, I want him to score goals. I want him to be that player for us that he was at first when Jose came. So yes, I think in the position where is his best position, or where I want him to see him play. I think Jose in all this time he has used like 3, maybe 4 formations, and I think he's going to continue using the formations we know he has used. And I think without Lo Celso, I think he needs to step up and to play in that position, in that attacking midfielder position. Maybe, yes, I know that is not his best position, because I know I watch videos of him and I watch him play. And I think his best position was in early years when he played behind the striker. But I think Jose is going to continue using the formations we know, so I think the best position for him right now, and a position he has to adapt, is the number 10 role in an attacking midfielder position. But because we don't have Lo Celso, and obviously the problem with Lo Celso is that he's always injured. So even if he's very good, we can't count on a player that plays one match and then goes missing 3 or 4 matches, and that cycle continues. Obviously, we need a new player in that position. But for me, Dele we need him. We need him.
Yeah, I totally agree with both you guys. I love to see Dele back in this team. He's such an important player to this team. People don't realise. People are gunning him down on social media. But I think this guy don't come about a player overnight. Differences between him and Jose. Hopefully that now has been sorted between them, and it gets Dele back on that pitch firing. And we can. I've gone back on some of the goals he's scored for this club. I'm telling you, this guy is an absolute genius. He's not only the goals, his assists as well. the guy is a proper big game player as well. He turns up to his big games as well. You know what I mean? And that's the sort of guy we now need from now to the end of the season. I'd love to see Dele back into this team. But if not tomorrow, definitely against even Everton or City at the weekend. So we're going to the team news, guys. The Tottenham Chains, as you said there, Matt, you've heard a couple of whispers, a couple of rumours that he could be starting. I've heard a couple of things. He's in the squad apparently. He's, I don't know how true how close he is to a return to even to the bench. I'll be surprised if he does start tomorrow. I'll be very surprised. If he travels with us tomorrow, I'll love to. I'd rather have him be on the bench and give Vinny some more time, especially against West Brom. To me, I believe the way they're playing at the minute, I don't think we're going to need Harry Kane. So, guys, would you like to see Harry Kane either start tomorrow or be on the bench or not involved and saved for next week? Hyper.
Yes, I think I want Harry to play every match, but I think in different competitions we should be playing Vinicius. But in the Premier League and in Europa League or in crucial matches, yes, he should be playing. But for me, I think Vinicius is going to start.
Yeah, Matt. Guys, before we get to Matt here, guys, in the chat, smash your comments in there, guys. Ask us any questions, guys. Your prediction lineups, your prediction for the game, and smash the like, subscribe if you already haven't, and just bring in your comments, even if you want to ask Matt or Hyper anything. Before we go over you, Matt, got Paul. Paul, thank you for coming in again tonight, mate. Thanks for supporting the channel. Hello, lads. I love Dele, but in a counter-attacking team that Jose plays, unfortunately, he shows the play down too much. We all love to see Dele back, Paul, especially in a counter-attacking team. But in the I see what you're saying. Yeah, but in the counter, me personally, I think Dele will suit a 4-3-3, just in behind a striker. I think that's Dele's best role. He gets in that pocket, I think, and he does really. That's where he picks up his goals. He He always hangs on to that last man, and with that cross into the box, and he's always there. So I think that's how where we get the best out of Dele. Yeah, Paul, thank you for the comments, mate. Yeah, keep on bringing them in. Thank you for coming in tonight, showing your appreciation for the channel, and giving up your time. Matt, Harry Kane.
I personally would just like it maybe to get just a rest just for another week, and because I think obviously we can beat West Brom, but if you do, next week is massive. Like Everton in the cup, it's a good. It's going to be hard, but you could bring him back in for that, and it is an opportunity for us to go quarter final in the FA Cup.
Yeah. If you
ask me, I'm pretty sure if you win, it's the quarter final. If you ask me, that's probably a bigger game. If we're looking at cups anyway, so I'd rather save him for that crucial week next week, definitely, and I'd play Vinicius up front.
Yeah, I totally agree with you there. I won't rest Kane tomorrow. If that team goes out tomorrow, what we're going to predict in a minute, can't beat West Brom. It shouldn't be at this football club. I'm saying that. If we got to keep relying on Son and Kane all the time to keep winning against teams like this, and I totally agree with you, Matt, about we should keep them for the bigger game. They are the two big games next week, the Everton in the Cup and City away. Because City away is going to be absolutely. It's going to be. We're going to need everyone pumped for that one. As I said, they're saying Dele's still out with injury. We're still missing Reguilon. We'll go on Reguilon, guys. How big of a miss is he in the last couple of games since he's been out? We've missed him so much down that we've got no one's offered no width down that left-hand side, and that's where we're missing because he brings so much creativity. Whips into the box, he crosses a lot, he assists a lot. Matt, we'll come to you first on this one. Reguilon, where do you stand with Reguilon? Is he a massive miss And guys in the chat, is Regular a massive miss? What do you think of Harry Kane? Should he start tomorrow? Should he be in the bench, or should he be left out for the 2 big games next week, guys? Get your comments in there, guys. Matt, what do you reckon on Sergio Reguilon?
He's a massive miss. Like it's not only the way he gets up the pitch, but he kind of his distribution coming out from the back. He's good with his feet. There was really signs of him, especially at Sheffield United when he flicked it over that guy's head. It was just the quality there. I'm not digging out Ben Davies, but the difference between them two is kind of like chalk and cheese. He really is. He's good on the ball, but also he's quick enough to go forward but get back, which means as well that Son doesn't have to do as much tracking back. Whereas when Davies plays, Son has to try and cover a bit more just because Davies can't, if he goes too far forward, he can't get back as quick. So I think in an attacking sense, it helps Son when Reguilon's there because you've got that kind of left side. You can't just mark out. You can't just mark out Son in the game. Like if you have Reguilon as well and they combine, you've got a lethal left-hand side.
Absolutely, it balances the team in it when we got Reguilon in the team. High Five, what do you reckon of Reguilon? Massive miss?
Massive miss, and I think we saw him in a couple of games where he substituted Son and maybe do a couple of things with Davies, play different formation, use him in different positions, use him in a back 5. I don't know. He offers a lot of things, and I think yes, we miss him, and we remember those crosses he put to Kane and to Bale, and also we were talking in the Chelsea game. We were talking about the lack of process to Vinicius, and we saw that through the game, and we saw none of our players can cross the ball, and that is hurting us a lot. And the first cross came, I think, in the second half until the minute, I don't know, almost at the end of the game where Vinicius missed that chance. And I think we lack that crossing coming from the left side, coming from the right side, but especially from the left side because Sergio he's very fast, and I think he knows how to treat the ball, and it's almost as he puts the ball with his hand because he puts a beautiful assist. So I think yes, massive miss.
Yeah, I totally agree with both of you there, guys. He's a massive miss to this team, absolutely. Since he's come in, it's balanced the team. As I said, it balanced the team when we got him in the team. As you said, it helps Son down that left as well. And with Aurier and Bergwijn, because they link up quite well as well. So yeah, it does. It really unbalances the team when he's out. We've got our turn beats. Welcome, ads. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Matt, 100% agree. Matt, 100% agree, mate. One love to you all inside tonight. Yeah, big up, Adam. Thank you for coming in, pal. Paul, thank you for keeping into it tonight, mate. We appreciate everyone in the chat, guys. Paul says we can press high up with Reguilon in the team because he has the speed to get back and cover when we lose the ball. It's actually what Matt and Hyper's been saying. Absolutely. It's such a special player, and it's scary that he's got that release clause, and they can trigger it maybe in the summer. I mean, I wouldn't put it past Real Madrid.
He has to agree to it, though, doesn't it?
What's that, Matt?
He has to agree to it. It's up to him at the end of the day.
He has to agree to it, but I think he will. Yeah, I hope not. Since as a Spurs fan, I would love to have Reguilon on here for a fair few years, but it's hard to keep someone like that when Real Madrid call him again. But you never know. He may not agree. He may say, "No, you've ditched me once. I'm not coming back." So we're going to the Celso. He's hamstring again, guys. He's out to the end of February again. What we're making of this guy, guys? Is he going to ever be fit? Is he going to ever show what he had? At the back end of the last season, he was probably one of our best players. You've got to admit that he was one of our best players, and I really thought he'll kick on this season. I thought he'd be a right special player. It's injuries that's kept him again, guys, isn't it? always with Spurs, we're cursed with injuries. Every single player we come in with, we thought was a bit of class, and he always picks up big injuries. I don't know if it's that training or I don't know what's going on. But before we carry on with him, let's. Is there someone talking in the background, guys? So we've got Paul Gregory here. Thank you, Paul, for keeping the comments coming, mate. We do appreciate you. Smash the like, guys. Subscribe if you already haven't. Bring in any comments for Matt and Hyper and myself, and we'll read out everything, guys. And Paul says, I can't see Madrid spending 45 million on the left back in the current climate, if I'm being honest. I can see where you're coming through, Paul. Yeah, at the end of the day, but Real Madrid. They'll find the money somewhere if they want their going back, and they will find the money definitely. But yeah, I can see where you're coming from, Paul. Go on, Matt.
I read today that I think Marcelo's on his way out in the summer from Real Madrid. So then they've only got Mendy. So in that sense, they could recall him back.
Yeah, exactly. Because Marcelo's he's been a massive player for them over the years. I think his legs are going down it. So we'll go back on this Lo Celso, guys. I'll repeat what I just said there, guys. This guy last season, the back end of last season was quality. I really thought it was one of our best players, and I thought we got something special he can kick on this season. But what's it with it? Do you think he suffers from injuries? Do you reckon he's the sort of guy who's going to pick up injuries all the time? Hyper, what do you think of Lo Celso and his injuries?
Yes, I think he always gives everything, and he puts his body on the line, and that is what creates the injuries. Because when he plays with everything he has. He runs, he tries, and I think when he's fit, imagine having Tanguy and Lo Celso in the same team. It gives you another dimension. It gives you another option, and even if they are fit, even if Tanguy is fit and Lo Celso, we are still lacking that number 10 player in that position. But I don't know what's the problem. I don't know. Maybe it's one of those players that keep getting injured, and at the end of his career, maybe we will look back and we will see a player that wasted his career with a lot of injuries. And you look to other players, for example, Cristiano, Messi, those players. They are just consistent. They keep playing and playing and playing and playing. They never get injured. Very rare they get an injury.
Yeah.
So sadly, if a player continues like this, maybe the best option is to let him go and to bring another player, because it doesn't help us with his injuries.
Yeah, spot on there, Hyper. Absolutely. We're going to Toby. We'll go to Toby's one here. The Celso can be class, but he's got the injuries of Lelema, and it's worrying. Yeah, Toby, we're speaking about this, mate. It is worrying. He's definitely class. On his day, he's very, very massive talent, but he's so injured. I don't know how long we can put up with him getting injured all the time, because it's such a waste of space in the team. It's not worth having someone who's keep getting injured. Matt, we're coming to you about Celso. Do you agree with Hyper?
Yeah, obviously he's quality. Like when he gets on the ball, he gives us something different. He runs with it. He's good at pressing the ball. But again, it's kind of like another Lamela situation where I just think he's going to pick up these injuries. Like, for example, with Lamela, he'll start having a good season and then something will happen, hamstring goes, or he's got a dodgy hip or something like that. And even when Lo Celso joined Tottenham, he was injured because we didn't see him for a few weeks to start with. So my question there is, why didn't our scout maybe look at the injury record of the player, especially if he was injured at the time, and think, is this guy is he going to be tough enough for the Premier League if he's getting injuries in like the French league, then is his body going to be physical enough to take the demands of the Premier League? Because we all know it's the most physical league and toughest league in the world in terms of the amount of games and the schedules. And it is a worry because it has been a long-term hamstring injury. Once you do that hamstring, it's never quite going to be the same again, and it can just tweak, or you can pull it again, and you're back to square one again. Some footballers do have a lot of hamstring issues. You can think of Daniel Sturridge when he used to play for Liverpool. We went through spurts, and then his hamstring goes, and he's just not the same player. So that is kind of my worry with Lo Celso, as well as I know he's been injured, but I also don't feel as though he chips in with enough assists and goals, especially in the league. How many goals has he scored in the league? Is it 1, 2?
Something like that. Yeah. He hasn't got much.
And it's just not enough assists for me either. He's kind of been brought in to, I suppose, do that job under a different manager. Pochettino obviously scouted him and wanted him, but I don't know. It's definitely a tricky one with his injury history.
As I see it, guys, as I see it with these injuries to key players, and they are key players, we always get injuries through. To me, it's playing them too much. It's demanding too much from them because we haven't got the depth in the team. We haven't got the quality to rest these sort of guys to bring as same quality as them and just rest the whole. I mean, this is where comes the recruitment and the depth in the squad. It's not good enough, and we rely on these players too much. We play them too much. We burn them out, and they pick up these injuries. And this is where it builds. And this is why Kane's getting injured every season, because we're burning them out. And Lo Celso could be going down the same route here. Keep playing them and expecting too much of these players. But if you've got players who can't replace them, and managers don't trust these players to come in and replace these, this is I think this is the problem here at Tottenham at the minute. We've got Paul here. He says he stayed fit for most of last season and showed his quality. This season it's so intense with game after game, and that is why we are seeing too many muscle injuries across the. Yeah, this is what I'm saying, Paul. I was saying to the lads here. I totally understand that. He did go through most of the season last year without picking up too many injuries, but are we playing them too much? Are we relying on these sort of players too much because we haven't got the quality in the team, in the depth? We haven't got it, and we're relying on these players to keep winning us games and games and games, and not trusting the players around them. Ask a question, guys, in the comments. Hit us back on that one, guys. Smash the like, smash the subscribe if you already haven't, guys. Gone to West Brom quickly, guys. Diagana is close to return, but he's not playing tomorrow. Apparently, he's going to be out. But we're speaking to this next one, guys. We're speaking in the chat about this, guys. And if there is one player who's going to haunt us tomorrow, it's going to be an ex-Arsenal player. Maitland-Niles maybe making his debut tomorrow. Guys, what do you reckon in the chat about Maitland-Niles could come back and haunt us tomorrow at White Lane? Because it's happened in the past, guys, isn't it? These guys who first starts for their new clubs and they come and upset us at the lane. So, guys, what do you think of Maitland-Niles? Is that a good signing for West? Is that a good signing for West Brom, Matt?
Yeah, I think it's going to improve, their attack, and he can also help out defensively. I think he can play on the right and the left. I think he's quite versatile, which could be key for West Brom if they want to change with formations, or especially with loads of games coming up. You need a big squad. Like you say, if you just keep playing the continuous same players, they're going to burn out, and they're going to fatigue. I think again that is what you're seeing with a Liverpool team this year as well. They just haven't really invested enough, and I think they're starting to rely on loads of their main players, but they've had a lot of injuries this season.
Yeah, Hyper. Mate, sorry, Matt, you finished. So
yeah.
Hyper, do you think Maitland-Niles could be a threat to us tomorrow? because I think he's gone to West Brom only because they've guaranteed to play centre midfield. That's where he wants to play, and I've seen this guy enough, and he's quite a decent player, guys. He's quite a decent player. And do you know what? When we was linked to this guy as going to right back, and he's quite a decent right back as well. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, Hyper. So what do you reckon of Maitland-Niles? Could he prove a threat tomorrow?
Yes, I think it will be an extra motivation for him to play against Tottenham, and he would like to prove himself, obviously, and we know how much they love to play against us and how much they want to win us, because every time they play against us, all teams put a performance, and then the next week they go back to the default settings. So I think yes, he can be a threat. And going back to the Lo Celso thing, he has scored 5 goals in total in this season, and the only goal he scored for us in the Premier League was against Manchester City when we won 2-0. And the other games were in all the other competitions, especially in the Europa League where he was playing very good. But yeah, and sorry guys, going to the West Brom, I think yeah, he could be dangerous.
Yeah, we've got Paul here. It's a good comment from Paul here. It's good to see Maitland-Niles go into a bigger club. Oh dear, brilliant, Paul. Yeah, especially after today's result, they're fucking useless. I tell you. So guys, hit the comments, guys. We're gonna be here for probably another 10 minutes, guys. Smash the like, guys. Subscribe if you already haven't. Just hit the comments up. Ask Matt or Hyper or myself any comments, any questions about any football related things, guys. So guys, we've gone the form, the past 5 league meetings. It's Tottenham have won 2 of them. There's been 2 draws, and West Brom's got 1 win. And we know, guys, like West Brom, they're always a bogey team. It's something about West Brom. Every time they come to White Lady, we always like have them in the banker. 3 or 4-1. We're always going at 3 or 4-1. That's right. There's just West Brom. But they always turn up. This is what me and Hyper were saying, isn't it, Hyper? About these sort of teams. They always they turn into like prime Barcelona's when they come to White Lane. Then as said, then they go out the following week and they get beat to someone like Fulham. And it's what I'm hating about teams like this. So before we get into the particular team, guys, West Brom, will they pose a threat tomorrow? Anyone?
It's hard to say. I think it just depends what Tottenham turn up. If it's the Tottenham that we've seen from the last couple of weeks, then yeah, they're gonna be up for it. You know, it's Big Sam. He'll be playing the low block tomorrow. Could be low block versus low block. What a game that's going to be.
But Matt, you're absolutely spot on there. It's Big Sam as well. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, it was all about this last night. Big Sam. Yeah, that guy is. If he can just turn the thing on and he loves against. Go on, mate. He loves against beating like people like Jose.
He does. Obviously, he's had West Ham in his heart as well, so he's not going to like Tottenham. I'm pretty sure he wouldn't. I just think it's going to be a draw tomorrow. I've just got that feeling. They're one of our bogey sides. We're just not playing with a lot of confidence. We'll see from that first minute of kickoff definitely what will happen, what Tottenham turns up.
Hyper, will West Brom pose a threat? Before we get on to Hyper, guys, in the comments, keep the comments, guys, come in. Hit your predicted lineups in there, guys. Your predictions as well. Smash the like, guys. Subscribe if you already haven't. Hyper, will West Brom pose a threat tomorrow?
Yes, I think especially they will want to beat us because they see how hurt we are. So I think they will try to take advantage of our current form But on the other side, I think they just won 2 games in all the matches they play, and I think they are just, well, they are apparently going down. I know Sam Allardyce can work some magic, because I know how good he is, especially when teams are under pressure. And yes, he would love, even a point for him will be perfect. So I think, especially in this match, we have to go and attack them. We have to hurt them and to score first, because you know what happens when they score against us. These players feel not motivated when they score against us, and they just go down. So I think we have to score, and to keep a clean sheet. Obviously, 1-0 will be good, but they will defend the best, the best thing, or the best area about West Brom is their defense, and they have received a lot of goals. So imagine, there is no excuse. We have to beat them, and like I said, like I told Simon, teams like, for example, Manchester City, when they play small teams, they go to hurt them. They score 3, 4, 5 goals. So I think that is a consistency of a champions. Obviously, it's easier to do it with better players, but I think, especially versus small teams, we have to attack and to play, to hurt them.
Yeah, I totally agree there, Hyper. Very well said. Hyper, we got Ty back. Ty's in the house again. Ty, hello guys, I'm back. Big Sam will show you guy levels. And I love this one from Paul. This is the one. What did Big Dean Smith do for you guys today? Yeah, guys, you guys are gonna sit back and defend for 80 minutes and consider. Is that what you guys did today against Villa? Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, you did absolute naff all today against Aston Villa. So guys, yeah, I do. I think West Brom will come. They will pose a threat to us tomorrow. But we should have too much in the bank, guys, tomorrow to turn it over. So between you and Hyper, you and Hyper pick your team between you. Who you think's going to start tomorrow? So we'll go like for you with goal, with a goalie, and I'll go with defender, like that. Yeah. Okay. Matt, we'll start with you, guys. Before we some more comments here. Paul says better than conceding in the second minute and lose. We didn't took our chances. Yeah, but excuses. Excuses. Obama who? Obama what? Yeah. Obama, where is he?
Obama
and Arsenal fans still say Aubameyang's levels overcame. Yeah.
No,
take your Arsenal glasses off, guys. Take your Arsenal glasses off.
Come on.
Right. So before we're going to be here, seriously, we'll get tied into this. We'll be here for another 2 hours. So let's get into this team, guys. Matt, goalie.
It's Hugo Lloris, isn't it? No, I think he's probably one of my better players the other night. Pretty solid, makes good saves, good stops, and he's the captain. You got to put him in. Hugo Lloris.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Do you agree with that, Hyper?
Yes, he's our best option.
Right, not a problem. Let me just get these. Paul, how does it feel to lose 3 times? Obama was on the bench. Obama is still better than Kane. This one here, look, Obama's still better than Kane. Fucking get out of here.
Absolutely. In what? Maybe in Fortnite or something like that.
Score in a brothel. Arsenal couldn't score in a brothel. Tottenham play boring football every game. Yeah, like we did against you, and we beat you 2-0. And we beat United 6-1, and we beat City 2-0. Yeah, Right, and we play boring football.
Southampton,
Even Paul Merson, yeah, because Paul Merson is a bias. Absolutely, I'm not going to say it.
Get him out. Come on.
So, guys, we'll leave Headphone Boy to leave these comments in there. Hyper, we'll go with you first. Right back.
Sissoko. No, I'm joking. I will play Aurier. Serge Aurier at right back.
Serge Aurier, yeah. Matt, do you agree with Serge coming in tomorrow?
No, I think Doherty. No, I'm joking. No, yeah, Serge Aurier, definitely. Yeah, it's got to be Aurier.
Yeah, I totally agree with that, guys. I'll skip rid of some of these again, guys. Simon, you guys, I'll get humbled. Yeah. March 11 will be your funeral. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. He said that last night, did he, Matt?
Yes.
Right. The first centre back, Matt.
Are we doing that left side, right side, or does it? You don't really mind?
Doesn't really matter. Just choose two centre backs. Choose one each.
It's Mourinho, isn't it? It's going to be Dyer. It is just going to be Dyer. It's his love child. It's going to be Eric Dyer. So I'm just not even going to say he's not in the team anymore. It's Eric Dyer.
Guys, in the comments, give your predicted lineups tomorrow, guys. Your predictions, and smash the like. Subscribe if you already haven't. Hyper, your second centre back.
Yes, I think. I don't know how. For example, I saw some opinions that yes, we know Dyer did some plays against Chelsea, but his mistakes has cost us a lot of games, and I don't know how a lot of fans see this is okay, and this is where I disagree with Jose. I think he's wrong. He's wrong keeping playing Dyer, but I think he offered him a new opportunity, a new chance to rediscover himself, to be in a different position, to be the leader, to be. But sadly, that is not true. That dream did not accomplish. So I think Jose has to accept he made a mistake, because maybe it is not Dyer's fault. Like I told Simon, maybe he can't give us more than what he gives us, and especially being a midfielder, I think he cannot give us more in the center back position. And I think Jose is wrong in this one. I don't want him to play Eric Dyer. I don't want Eric Dyer to play, but sadly, as Matt said,
but
he's going to play.
Yeah. So Matt's gone with Dyer. Your centre back is going to be
Rodon.
Right, brilliant. Left back, Piper. Matt, sorry.
Well, it's Ben Davies, isn't it? Yeah, it's going to be Ben. I just can't see who else will go in. He's never going to play Doherty at left back again. You do have Dennis Sirkin, but he's not even. No, it'll be Ben Davies.
Hyper, do you agree with Matt going with Davis tomorrow? Because that's probably all we got.
Yes, that's all we got, and yeah, he's going to play him. I don't like him either, but he's going to play.
Yeah, I totally agree. We've got no Region. We've got no other backup. Sirkin's. I don't think he'll go with Sirkin, would he? Yeah, well. So, guys, we'll go with a 4-3-3. We've got Ty still in the house. Harry Kane, he can't spell Kane properly, will be coming to Arsenal. You guys shouldn't have given him a new contract. Paul goes, he will be coming to Arsenal on 11th March and score a hat-trick. Well done.
Yes.
Well done, Paul. Yes, love that one. Yes. We'll see Arsenal destroy Mourinho. Yeah. come back to us, Ty, when Arteta's got the trophy cabinet, what Mourinho's got. Yeah. So we'll go with a 4-3-3, guys, yeah? Defensive midfielder, Hyper?
I will go with wings. I think he deserves an opportunity, and he can't be worse than Sissoko.
Right,
I think
okay.
I will go with wings.
Matt, the player to play alongside Harry Winks?
It'd be Højbjerg for me. Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, definitely. Need the Viking in there.
Højbjerg is sensational player, absolutely. Been such a big player for us this season. It was so disappointing to see him so down against Brighton. He wasn't the same Pierre against Brighton. He was just looking around himself around the pitch saying, "There's no one trying it. So why should I bother?" You know what I mean?
Even against Chelsea, I didn't think he was himself either, to be honest.
No, I've got about the Chelsea game as well. Yeah, so it's been a couple of games now, guys, isn't it? We need him to be back to his very best, and it only helps him with other players literally chipping in as well to helping him. We've got Ty still in here. Okay, Mourinho is living in the past. He should be a pundit. Well, Ty, I'll tell you now. You say Mourinho's living in the past. You Arsenal fans live in the past with your history. Keep bringing up all these trophies, what you won years and years ago. Yeah, right. And that's all you've got. History FC. That's all you are. Okay. Party will show. Party is absolutely dog shit. Trust me.
Party's injured. He's injured again.
He's always injured.
He went out injured.
And today he looked. I forgot he was playing. He was millions of miles away. Barkley and Grealish bossed that midfield. Absolute boss that midfield. So get away with that Party. So I mean March 30th. Yeah.
I don't even know when we're playing
them. So guys, yeah, and Paul comes back with Party couldn't even handle 45 minutes against us last time before he came off crying. Exactly, Paul. Absolutely. You would give it, Paul. You would give it to this time. You help us out in it. Saka will be your second best winger. Wait, Saka coming to us? Yeah, we'll take him all day.
I'd take it,
yeah. So the other midfielder guys in the three, Hyper.
Yes, I think we said this. I think I would like Dele Alli to play, but I think he's not ready. And from what I hear, I think he's not ready for this match. So I will play Tanguy.
Tanguy, yeah. It's only one man there. I'm afraid, guys. It's Tanguy. Even if Dele was fit, or even if Dele was fit and raring to go, I would either play Tanguy alongside Pierre and played Ali in the 10. But obviously he's not there. But I'll definitely play Tanguy. So we're going to go 3 up top. Ty says he was injured. Paul, yeah, he's always injured. Ty, there's no excuse for this player. He's absolute toilet. So your front 3, Matt. Who's playing on the right?
I would like to, just because I saw a bit more of him the other night when he came on, I'm gonna edge towards Lucas Moura.
Lucas Moura.
Maybe give him a start. I think I just think Bergwijn doesn't really do much, to be honest, at the moment. So at least when Moura came on the other night, like I said, he gave a turn of pace and had a shot. Okay, it did go over, but there was a glimpse there, and he is due a goal. So let's go Lucas Moura on the right hand side for me.
Right, brilliant. You throw the curveball in there, Matt. Hyper. Play on the left. Who's going to play on the left for us tomorrow?
Yes, I think obviously, like the Tanguy position, there is only one one player in that position, and that is Sonny.
Sonny, yeah, absolutely. With Sonny at the minute, he hasn't scored in the last 5 or something like that. It's amazing with that ability, with how many goals he has got for Tottenham. He hasn't scored in the last 5. Just hope he comes back to form. I'm just a bit worried about it at the minute. People saying, "Oh, it's coming, his new contract." I'm just worried. I really do think Son he's having second thoughts. I think he is. He's holding back. He's holding back on his contract. I don't blame him at the end of the day because he has gave a lot to Tottenham, like Harry Kane has. So
Yes.
up front, Matt, who are we going up front?
We'll go Carlos Vinicius. I think yes, he missed the header the other night, but there was glimpses, and he can hold the ball up. Hopefully, he can try and get in behind the West Brom defence and bully those defenders as well. And hopefully, you have Mora on the pitch as well. Them two have combined previously, and they know each other really well. They're good friends. So yeah, maybe let's just give it a go, and let's back up Carlos up top.
Yeah,
we need to give him
mix
minutes, get him confidence.
Yeah, mix it up. I totally agree with that. Bringing playing with Lucas and Vinicius. It could work, especially against West Brom. Hyper, we've got one for you here, Hyper, with Ty. Hyper is one of Mourinho discipline. Ty says Simon, North London will be red on March the 13th. Carlos Vinicius is very bad. I think he's got more goals than Obama what this season. So get out of it. So guys, that brings us. We've done our team, guys. We've talked about who we want to play, who we want to start. Guys, still bring the comments in. Guys, smash the like, subscribe if you already haven't. Thanks for everybody in the chat tonight. Much appreciated from the channel. Predictions, guys. This is what we're going to go on to. Hyper, we'll start with you. Before we do that, Ty saying doing the Beppe celebration against Marine. 8 tier. Yeah.
No, but there's a reason
who you're playing.
There's a reason he does celebration as well, because he lost his mum or something, and he doesn't have the feeling to celebrate goals anymore. So that he does that every goal celebration because there's no one at home watching him because he lost his mum. He did an interview on Spurs TV with Mora, and he explained it all. So there's a reason behind it.
Here you go, Ty. Here you go. There's some facts here from Matt. He's telling you why he does the Mbappe celebration. Prediction, Hyper. We'll come back to you. Where's this game going to be won and lost tomorrow?
I think 2-0 for us, Vinicius and Son.
Vinicius and Son. Yeah. Matt, prediction.
I think it's going to be a tough game. I think it is going to be hard to watch at times. Get behind the boys. Let's not be all Jose out. Let's just see what happens tomorrow. I just don't want to see a low block versus West Brom. I want him to take the shackles off and go, all right, we've tried this defensive football. I'm going to let you free today, but you've got to be disciplined, but you go for it as well. You know what? Let's be positive. 3-1 Spurs.
Brilliant. I love it, Matt. I'm going to be a bit more cautious. It's going to be tight. And because West Brom, you know what West Brom does, comes to the lane. They're a big Sam. You've set up ugly. You know exactly what you'll do. He'll get them setting up men behind the ball and just frustrate us. And like Tottenham have done in the past, we find it hard to break down teams, especially with our best players on the pitch. We're missing Harry Kane and people like Reguilon and Celso and all that. So it's going to be tomorrow. I can't see us scoring no more than 2. And our defence at the minute, it's always leaking at least 1 goal in it. So I'll definitely have us conceding. So I'll go 2-1 2-1. I reckon it'll be a tight game tomorrow. I think West Brom will pose a threat. I think they will. They'll sit in there. They'll be ugly. There'll be frustration for us to break them down. And if we try to go at them and do that, they can hurt you on the break as well. So we've just got to be careful how we go and approach this game tomorrow. Got Ty here. He's been interesting tonight, Ty. 2-1 West Brom. It was still funny, embarrassing. Yeah, like you say, Ty, you lost to Wolves. Now you're losing to Villa today. You cannot say nothing, pal.
Yeah, we're playing our work.
We're having this poor run, and you're still below us in the league.
Not a bother.
I mean, no, United scored. For
United.
Yeah, Cavani.
Ty says could never be my striker. He's all about Carlos. Paul's saying here, West Brom have conceded 52 goals this season. We should be battering them. Yes, Paul, I understand that. I really do understand that, especially at home. But you've got to understand past history against these sort of clubs and teams come to the lane. They always come here and they always set up frustrating teams. Doesn't matter if they've conceded 60, 70, 100 goals. They'll frustrate us tomorrow. Big Sam especially, he'll sit them in 2 banks of 4. That's how he sets up away from home. Looking at it, 2 banks of 4, and he goes 1-1 as well like that. So he'll just frustrate them. That two banks of 4 will just frustrate us tomorrow. And he'll say just come at us and break us down. And we always find it hard, especially with the team we're playing tomorrow without Harry Kane. You know what I mean? We've been finding it hard to break down teams like Brighton. You know what I mean? So this is what I'm saying. And got to be cautious tomorrow. We really have. Ty says Harry Kane's coming back to carry Tottenham. Fingers crossed, Ty. You guys are losing. Hit me up. Send me the link. Only if you're the real Ty. I'll send you the link if you're the real Ty. What do you reckon, guys? Should we send him the link? See if he's the real Ty before we go.
He should prove it first. Prove it.
Yeah, could just be a random. I don't want a gooner in here. It can't be him. It's not him.
Are you the actual real Ty? Because I don't want to bring if you're not the real Ty. Because so guys, so I said 2-1. I said I'm going to go with it'll be a very tight game tomorrow. Really, we've just got to watch them tomorrow. I don't want to be negative. I want to win this, and this is important. How important is this, guys? Is this important for Jose to get a result tomorrow for himself to get the haters off his back, or is this important for the team just to get some confidence back into the team, start winning again? What do you reckon?
For everyone.
Yeah, it's got to be for everyone. It's not just for Mourinho, it's for the players. They've got to get a result and get that winning feeling back. The more this goes on, it's just going to suck the life out of them and the confidence. You can see it already. We have to get a result, definitely, because if we lose or draw against West Brom and go in, if Mourinho's still here, to Everton away in the FA Cup, lose that, and then you got City, who are on absolute fire at the moment. It won't end well. It is a big game tomorrow, and we've all got to pull together, and we've just got to support the team. Forget the manager and all that. Let's just get behind the players.
Yeah, hype up. Is it a big game? Is it a big game for us tomorrow, or is it?
Yes.
Are you agreeing with Matt?
Yes, I think it is an important game, and not just for some individuals or certain players. It is a very important game for everyone. We need to go back into winning games and to feel this in the dressing room and inside the pitch. We have to feel like a winning team. And I think when we were winning, no one could criticize us and no one could say anything against us because we were top of the league and we were scoring for fun. So I think we have to feel that again. We have to feel that we are a winning team, and players need to feel that and to feel they are winners. Yes.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think it's got to be for both. I think Jose needs to get this off his back because I'm telling you tomorrow, guys, if we definitely lose this, this could be. I'm telling you now, this could be Jose going. It really, this board. I think they'll look at it and say, "Listen, this is not going good here. We can't beat West Brom at home. What's convincing us going to, and for the rest of the season?" But thanks for everyone in the chat tonight, guys. It's been a pleasure. To Paul, our turn beats. Ty, if you're the real Ty, you'll only come on here and we'll banter you if you're the real Ty. And yes, thanks for everyone on the way out. Yeah, look, he always leaves one at the end there. Arteta will be beating Marcelo Bielsa. Come on, Ty. If you're the real Ty, the links there for 1 more minute to show your face. Yeah, so everyone, thanks for everyone tonight, guys. Thanks for the appreciation, giving up your time to speaking to us tonight, guys. On the way out, guys, smash the like, subscribe if you already haven't. Thanks for Hyper, giving up your time in Mexico. You're always on here, always giving up your time. Paul, before we leave, Paul says, "Good night, lads. Massive win." Yeah, Paul, thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much, pal, for coming in. You always come and support this channel. And we hope it's a massive win for everyone tomorrow. Ty says, "Bye, guys. See you later, Ty."
Bye,
See you soon, pal. Smash the like. Yeah, thank you, Ty. Make sure you smash the like and give me a sub as well, Ty, because I've been nice to you. All right. So, guys, as what Ty says there, smash the like, subscribe if you already haven't, guys. Thanks to Hyper, thanks to Matt for coming on, giving up their time. Guys, we've been Premier Hotspur, I've been Simon, this has been Matt, this has been Hyper. Good night, God bless, and we'll see you tomorrow, guys.
Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs. Come on.